hear about this girl?
No.
She just like walked the aqueduct from side each end, and she's like calling her documentary the longest straw or something.
The aqueduct that we went by down in LA.
The California aqueduct, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
The worst section.
Oh, I know. That is the worst section.
Guess what her trail name is?
Aqueduct?
Yeah.
Maybe the focus, I think, is more environmentalism.
Yeah, I wonder what...
I think it has more of a political bend, I think.
News travels quickly on the Pacific Crest Trail, and oftentimes you'll hear about hikers before you meet them, especially if they're doing something unique like aqueduct. I heard about these hikers that were peak bagging the Pacific Crest Trail, essentially going off trail to summit every single mountain they could. One day, when I was in the Sierras going over one pass, I ran into a group of hikers with day packs and helmets. I struck up a conversation with them, and sure enough, they were the Peak Baggers. I was really excited that they let me interview them, and I hope that you enjoy the interview.
My name's Derek Field.
And do you have a trail name yet?
It's Crayon.
Crayon? How'd you get that?
I usually wear this shirt. I sign all of the trail logs with the crayon.
That's awesome. How about you?
Giselle Fernandez, and my trail name is In the Works. And I got it just because like everyone kept trying to call me so fresh, so clean. And I'm like, I don't want that reputation. I want to get dirty. And I just kept telling people, oh, it's In the Works. My trail name's In the Works, and they just accepted it as that.
Cool. My name is Max Burke, and my trail name's Poet, and it was for a poem that I wrote on the PCT called Right Foot versus Left Foot.
Can you recite it for me?
It's a long poem. It's a 4-part poem.
It's an epic, yeah.
It's a
But
cool
I can give you like the gist real quick. It starts out with the right foot versus left foot racing each other, and then they realize they're pretty equally matched, so they like decide to take their time and really try to like figure out each other's weaknesses. Then the second part, they spend so much time together they become friends. So at the end they jump across together to finish it. And the third part, left foot gets into heroin, and right foot has an affair with left foot's wife. Shit goes crazy, and then the fourth part they reunite and they summit the world, or they leave to summit the world.
We try to stick to the crest in the most accurate sense of the word. So anytime there's an alternate route that we can hop up on a ridge line, we can climb some mountains, basically anything, the highest that we can get without ropes, we're down to try it. So it basically results in us deviating from the PCT a fair bit in areas that are as spectacular as the High Sierra. So we've been dating for 4.5 years, and we've met Max on the trail here pretty early on, and he started coming with us on a few of the trips, but then he would sort of go back, and I mean, you can probably tell more about that.
Yeah, I was hiking my goal was to hike the PCT, and then I climbed one mountain with them, and I was like, this is really cool, and then I climbed another one, and then it was just like, I can't really get enough of it. So I've joined him pretty much 100% now.
Well, definitely a lot of research first, and he's really good at doing that. We like try to find as much as we need to know about the trail to get up there, and also how to approach the mountain as well. Because there are some mountains on the PCT that are a few miles off trail, like usually cross country, so there's no trail to follow, and we just make sure we don't get lost.
Yeah, initially I had planned for us to do a lot of it with the packs, but it's a weird weight distribution to have, so we try to do as much as we can without the packs.
And it's more fun that way too.
Yeah, there's some of the routes we get into, you want to wear a helmet in the event of a fall, and then basically all of the routes it's for loose rock. You never know when the rock's going to come flying off.
Yeah.
So, helmetless guy always goes first. we carry crampons and ice axes for the snow routes, so that doesn't leave a whole lot of room for luxury items, unfortunately.
And have you guys been using them in this year? You guys have gotten on some snow routes?
Like almost like our first 8 days, every day we were on snow.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Like the cross country, and also some couloirs that we had to climb.
But you can see on the north and west aspects of the mountains, if it's in like a gully or a little couloir, the snow tends to stick there, like it's almost a permanent snowpack. Some of these ones that you see here, and they offer some pretty good climbing routes because they're usually at like a 40 to 50 degree angle, and it's like, as I said, it's like a permanent snowpack, so it's really good quality snow.
Nice. And
I don't have crampons, but I just follow. I like those set a route,
Yeah.
and I'll just like kind of kick more into it
With
and
this-
use my stick and kind of just bring slow. Just if you slowly do it, switch back it, then the risk is just like slipping, but to go slow.
In terms of gear, like we typically end up camping quite high. Like we'll typically camp on a pass after a climb or something. We spend most nights like around 12,000 feet or higher. So I don't know how well a tarp would hold up. So maybe if you want to do what we're doing, you consider actually getting a tent like that's freestanding and can be staked into the ground.
And you stay out of mosquitoes that way too.
Yeah, you camp higher, better sunsets, less mosquitoes. It's all good.
Crocs are pretty sweet. They're just good camp shoes. And if you have to cross a lot of creeks and rivers, then just take your shoes off. Use Crocs, hiking Crocs.
Having a day pack is helpful too. Like,
Luxury, frisbee, plate,
Yeah.
table for stuff.
I have a Kindle and a DSLR. I think you got rid of all your stuff.
Yeah,
I had like 2 pillows. This pad is like that thick, and I have to blow it up. It takes me like just like a minute to blow up. That's like a solid 20 breaths. That's worth it every day.
Along with his sea light.
Yeah.
Usually your first mountain climb is not going to be fun. But then, you get the bug. So, yeah, just like perseverance, I guess. I mean, when we went on from Langley, so like Horseshoe Meadows, after doing a lone pine resupply, we did 10 days all the way to Onion Valley. And I think
probably
we did
2 or 3 days on the PCT.
Yeah, and on top of that, like we only did 15 miles we counted of the PCT. The rest was just cross country and summiting mountains.
Boots.
Yeah. Merrills.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
Even
have
for
the
the
same
PCT.
shoe actually.
Climbing, you can climb anything, you can hike anything. They dry, they're light,
They're waterproof.
Durable.
they're the best.
Even for just PCT, I think.
Yeah, and why boots over trail runners?
Actually, I started kind of with boots, but then I outgrew them, and then I got the Cascadias, and they were awesome, but they just let everything in, and obviously they're not waterproof. So I was super stoked when I got these guys, and especially with the Cascadias when we were doing mountain climbs, sometimes you like twist your foot a little weird, and then you hit a rock, and with the Cascadias you feel it all, and with these guys you don't. So that's why I prefer them.
Max and I recently had a very good, a very interesting time on Fin Dome climbing it. It's actually the smallest mountain we've climbed so far on the trail, but the most challenging and the closest to what you call a rock climb or a free solo climb. And it was just interesting pushing our limits mentally, physically, and we really didn't know if we could do it when we started. So it was a very surreal feeling when we were standing.
So just in case you all are wondering, the boots that they're using on their trip are the Merrill Moab series, which come in men's, women's, shoes, boots, waterproof, and non-waterproof. They're very popular shoes due to their quick break-in time and low price, about between $100 and $130 depending on which model you get. But they do tend to wear out a little bit quicker, so keep that in mind if you plan to give them a shot. The sleeping pad that Poet uses is the Big Agnes Q-Core SL. It is 3.5 inches thick, 6 feet long, and about 19-20 inches wide. It has an insulating value of an R4.5, so it's very well insulated. It is a little bit pricier, but it does have a reputation for being one of the most comfortable air pads to sleep on. Now, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you want to see more interviews, please subscribe. I've got a few more that just need to be edited and posted. And feel free to like or share this video if you think someone else in your network might like it. Thanks!